Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Transatlantic GH-832BB8-GV. All of that part number simply means that this is a 8-inch barrel bolt. This is a typical classic sort of design of barrel bolt that is going to be used in a variety of generic applications. We will typically sell these for anything from locking up a fence gate to locking down the inactive door of a pair of doors, hollow metal doors. It's galvanized, which will support a good resistance to corrosion. It's therefore made of steel. Okay. It is going to include two strike plates, a surface type strike, and then what's called a rim type strike. And with these two strikes, you're going to be able to accommodate really any sort of application that you have, a push side application, a surface mount, a pull side application. And let's go over it now. Let's get some general dimensions. Okay, the 8-inch is generally referred to the length of the bolt, but that really incorporates that strike. Okay, so overall length of this unit, when the bolt, you're pushing 8-inch, 7.5-inch in this sort of scenario. Okay, the width of the faceplate, or the width of the body, I should say, 2 11/16. Length of the body only, about 6-inch. Okay, projection we can eyeball on the camera there, about 1-inch. The bolt is going to be able to be put into either sort of direction that you're going. Okay, as you can see, it will lock in either position. Now, generally, what you've got here is this end with the longer projection is certainly the locking end. That's evidenced, well, not only by the fact that that's longer on that end, but this hole here is where you can connect a padlock. And that's very handy and is a typical sort of feature of a surface-mounted 8-inch barrel bolt like this. Okay, so the application is obviously going to be so that you can throw that bolt and keep it in the locked position. Okay, very typical for use in job site construction access doors. You might have certainly, storage where you've got a pair of hollow metal doors, and you need to have both of those doors locked, whatever the case might be. Okay, padlock addition there. Now the dimensions on the two strikes. The width of the surface strike, 2 11/16, 1.5 inch. Projection is going to be the same, just under 1 inch. The rim strike height, 2-inch. The body, 13/16, and then an overall, about 1.15 inches. So this is obvious for use in a surface mount application, is where you're going to use that. Okay. If you had a pair of doors and they swung out and you would be installing these on the inside, you may not use a strike at all. You might just drill a hole up into the header. If it was me, I would opt to use the rim strike in that scenario, provided I could fit it onto the frame. I would want to have a piece of finished hardware to do the brunt of the work of holding that. Okay. You could also install this on the pull side of the door, and it's possible that the pull side would not allow you to surface mount that because the door typically has an 1/8 of an inch inset. So, because the surface of the door and the surface of the header would not be flush, you'd need to go with a rim strike like this. Okay. Screws are included. You're going to get some large, probably these look like they're number 14 pan head sheet metal screws for the body and for the strike. You'll get a couple of number 10 flatheads for the rim strike. I'm a fan of through bolting these. You could pick up carriage bolts at the hardware store. These have square preparations in them. We could also help you with sex bolts if you wanted to through bolt this through the door. We could assist you with that. You'd need to get a panhead machine screw to go into the female part of the sex bolt. There's a link below this video to a document called Product Brochure, which is handy because it allows you to see this and all of Transatlantic sister products to it. The name Transatlantic is synonymous with quality imported commercial hardware. Before I move on with that, I'm going to give you a diameter of the bolt itself. 0.592. 0.592. They show that as 9/16 diameter. Sure, 0.592. Okay, solid. So Transatlantic is synonymous with good quality, good value commercial builders hardware. And here in Chicago, my family has been distributing their product literally for decades. And we've sold this material to contractors who have come to rely on the Transatlantic or Taco name for lock sets, door closers, and other ancillary hardware like this surface bolt. I don't hesitate for a minute to tell you to consider using them when good value and very reasonable performance is what you are requiring on a job. Any questions on the Transatlantic GH-832 BB8 heavy-duty barrel bolt in a galvanized finish or any other Transatlantic product, please feel free to reach out to us.